Are we getting ever closer to an African team breaking that ceiling and winning that big boy World Cup? Morocco are coming. Look, bro. So, in case you didn't know, it was the Under-20 World Cup that took place in Chile. And your boys, Morocco, came and said what's up, and they beat Argentina. I think so. Argentina, I believe they've won it 7 times. So Argentina have won the Under-20 World Cup the most times. So they were going, I think, for their I think they were going for their eighth, and they've won it 7 times. But Morocco said what's up, and I think it was Zabiri scoring a absolutely amazing free kick. That was almost a penalty, but it was a free kick. And then cross came over, simple finish. So he got a two piece there. But this is huge. This is huge because you have to look at. First off. So I believe if I believe if my research is right, Morocco are only the second African team to win the Under-20 World Cup. So I know that, hey, hate only once. Nigeria and I think someone else have won the most Under-17 World Cups. But I think in terms of the Under-20 World Cup, it's Argentina. But I think only two African sides have won it. So I'm not sure who the other African side is. You know what? Well, here, let me do my research. It was your boys Ghana who won it in '09. Just have to do a quick research. So yeah, it was your boys Ghana who won it in '09. So Ghana and Morocco are the only two African sides to win the Under-20 World Cup. And I think, see, the key thing here is this. This is why this is significant. So I don't think there's an on. So again, I think it's maybe they've changed. I know growing up, it was Under-17, Under-23. So I'm not sure whether there is still an Under-23. So whether it's Under-17, Under-20, or Under-23. So I think they may have scrapped the Under-23. Hold up, Under-23 World Cup. Aha. Okay. Yes. So I think growing up, it was Under-23. So it was Under-17, then Under-23. So I think what they did is they now scrapped Under-23 and they now made Under-23 Under-20. So it's Under-17, Under-20. So this is why it's significant. The pathway from Under-17 to senior, that's a long pathway. Because how many guys who are 15, 14, 15, 16, 17 grow up to really make it in the senior team? So it's a much longer pathway. But for Under-20, 18, 19, 20, it's a much shorter pathway to saying what's up in the senior team. So if you have a good Under-20 team that goes ahead and wins a World Cup, there should be a clear pathway for them saying what's up. But in Morocco's case, where this is even more key, see, for Ghana, when they won it in '09, the senior team wasn't great. The senior team wasn't that great. So, yes, that was, and I'll be real with you. People say, oh, but 2010, they almost made the semis, Uruguay. The Ghana team in '06 was much better. I'm sorry, it was much better. The team with Essien was much better in '06. And I think if Essien was actually fit, who knows what they could have done. So that Ghana team was not as strong as previous Ghana teams. So even if they won it in '09, the senior team, because they were not that great, there would not be that much of an effect of them winning it. What is key here is the senior team. The senior team, this might be one of Morocco's best senior teams they've had. This is probably Morocco's best team since probably '98. I think it was, I forgot the name, I think it was El Hadj, who scored one of the great World Cup goals in France '99, '98, because he had remember, he had a ponytail and everything. This might be their best team since then. And that team in '98 was, so I believe this is probably one of the best teams that they've had. So Morocco are coming into a genuine golden generation. So if, is it Retagui? If you're Mr. Walid, you're like, let me look at this Zabiri. Let me look at some of these guys in the under 20 team. And shout out to your boy Ike. He was even saying to me on Twitter that apparently Morocco didn't even send their best boys to the under 20, so they're even better players. So the talents Morocco have is pretty special. So why this is significant is looking into, I'll get to Nations Cup, but looking into the World Cup, well, it can be like, oh, if we can blend some of the best guys from the under 20 team with already the quality guys in the senior team, Hakimi, Abde, and all these guys, Morocco could be even stronger and much more of a stronger force going into that World Cup next year. So if they had won the under 17, it's like it would be too much to ask the 15, 16, or 17-year-olds to really make an impact in the senior team. But by then winning the under 20, 18, 19 can easily make so much of an impact for the senior team, which is why this is way more significant and a huge win, specifically with the World Cup coming in next summer. But I think the first thing, though, is, they have to look at the AFCON. Morocco have to look at the AFCON because AFCON is, remember, so the AFCON is going to be this December. It's going to happen this December in Morocco. So I think for Morocco, they know that look. Because I think it's funny how the world works. Think about it. Just funny how because sometimes the world works in ways where it's trying to tell you things. Think about this. So Morocco, they broke the ceiling. First Africa side to make the semi-finals. So the World Cup is next year. Just before the World Cup, they are hosting the AFCON. Just before the World Cup, they have won their first ever Under-20 World Cup. All the signs are saying that this could be a special moment for Moroccan football. Now, you can have all the talent in the world. You still have to execute, because I've seen many talented teams that had great talents, but they were never able to say what's up. But it just seems as if seems as if it's a lightning in a bottle for Morocco. And 100%, Morocco are Africa's best side. They're Africa's best side. And I think they're 100% are the strongest favorites to win the AFCON. And again, AFCON is tricky, and Morocco have underperformed and underwhelmed at AFCON, specifically winning... Specifically after the 2022 World Cup, you're like, bro, and how they underwhelmed other World Cups. So there's going to be massive pressure on them. And also, if you look at past evidence, whenever the AFCON is in North Africa, they normally do win. Because I remember 2004, which was in Tunisia. Because I think that was kind of one was the last AFCON. And I think Tunisia beat us. I think they beat us in the semi-final. Yeah, I think they beat us in the semi-final. I think that was like the 2004 AFCON. And Tunisia, who they're not really a real threat, but because it was on home soil, they just gained, like, basically it's like North African sides become ultra instinct once it's on home soil. So it's a special moment for Moroccan football. And again, look, the World Cup is very hard. The World Cup is very, like, the big boy World Cup is very hard. And this is what I've always said. Yeah, this is the perfect way to end it. What I've always said. The reason why I don't feel any African side can win the World Cup is because most African talent gets taken. Where is Pogba originally from? Where is Kante originally from? Where was Balotelli originally from? And Eze and Saka. But that is just me looking at West Africa. That's just me really looking at West Africa, a little bit in the sense of, so West Central. That's just really me looking at that region. But if you look at North Africa, but specifically Morocco, because I think Hakimi could have played for Spain. I think so. I think Hakimi could have played for Spain. When you look at Morocco, it seems as if they are keeping hold of their real talents and they have a genuine golden generation. And I say this again. Imagine. Again, people say, oh, it doesn't matter. Hey, relax. Silence, just relax. What my boy Godnaldo say? Calma. Golden generation. Won the Under-20 World Cup. Look at how good they are. Imagine if Yamal chose to play for Morocco. Imagine with all these talents that they have, what they've now done, where Moroccan football is, and Yamal took his talents to Marrakesh. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, so. But yeah, man, big time for Morocco. But the key thing is, can they make that huge, mighty step and win that big boy World Cup, bro? It remains to be seen. Think about becoming a Football Hut member. If you're a desktop merchant, just click on the join button below, over here. Or if you're a mobile phone merchant, just click on the join button below the video over here and join the true elite content crack addicts. Peace.